Hey everyone, What Would Happen channel here? And no, this isn't Star Talk, but it is about stretching our imaginations to the cosmic limit. Have you ever looked up at the sky, or maybe even just your morning coffee and thought, what if? Well, get ready to have your mind blown wider than the universe itself, because today, we're diving deep into 5 of the most insane, most awe-inspiring what-if scenarios ever pondered by humankind. So buckle up, space cadets, because we're about to embark on a journey through the hypothetical that's more mind-bending than a black hole. Imagine this. You wake up one morning, pour yourself a cup of coffee and glance out the window, expecting to see the sunrise. But it doesn't. You check your watch, confused, but time seems to be moving just fine. Then it hits you. The Earth isn't spinning. Now you might think, okay, so no sunrise, I could get used to that, but trust me folks, it's way more intense than that. The Earth spins at a mind-boggling 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. If it were to just suddenly stop, everything not bolted down, including the atmosphere, would keep moving at that speed. We'd experience winds stronger than any hurricane ever recorded, instantly leveling cities, ripping trees from the ground, and basically turning the Earth's surface into a giant, chaotic blender. Oceans wouldn't be spared either. They'd surge with unimaginable force, creating mega tsunamis that could easily swallow entire continents. With no spin, one side of our planet would be bathed in perpetual sunlight, leading to scorching temperatures and rapid desertification. Meanwhile, the other half would be plunged into an endless frozen night. Life as we know it would cease to exist. So be thankful for that spin, because it's literally what keeps our planet habitable. Imagine. No more dragging yourself out of bed, just pure, uninterrupted productivity. At first glance, a world without sleep seems like a dream come true, but our bodies and minds are not designed for perpetual motion. Sleep is essential for restoring energy, consolidating memories, and regulating emotions. Without it, we risk cognitive impairment and mental health issues. Burnout would become the norm, and creativity would suffer. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a fundamental human need. Picture this. You're just casually walking down the street when suddenly, you feel a little lighter. You look around, and to your astonishment, everything around you, cars, people, even buildings, starts to float effortlessly into the air. Gravity, for some inexplicable reason, has decided to take a vacation. Now, before you start practicing your superhero landings, let's consider the chaos that would ensue. First and foremost, our atmosphere, no longer tethered by gravity, would simply drift off into the vast expanse of space. That's right, folks, no more breathing for us. Remember the oceans? They'd be on the move too, forming massive water blobs that would float around, wreaking havoc wherever they went. And speaking of things floating around, the moon, no longer held in Earth's gravitational embrace, would simply bid us farewell and embark on a cosmic journey of its own. And what about us? Well, we'd be in for a rough ride. Our bodies, perfectly adapted to Earth's gravity, would start to experience some seriously strange effects. Bones would weaken, muscles would atrophy, and our internal organs would be all over the place, literally. But the real kicker? The Earth itself would likely break apart. Gravity is what holds our planet together, keeping all that molten rock and iron core nice and compact. Without it, the Earth would basically explode outward, scattering debris throughout the solar system. Ah, time travel. The holy grail of science fiction, the ultimate fantasy that has captivated our imaginations for centuries. But what if this mind-bending concept were to become a reality? Would it be the thrilling adventure we've always dreamed of? Or would it unravel the very fabric of our existence? Let's start with the most mind-boggling paradox of them all, the grandfather paradox. Imagine traveling back in time and accidentally preventing your grandparents from ever meeting. Would you cease to exist? Would the timeline unravel around you? Or would something even stranger occur? Then there's the butterfly effect, the idea that even the smallest actions in the past can have monumental consequences in the present. Step on a butterfly in ancient Greece, and you might inadvertently prevent the invention of the internet. Suddenly, our hyper-connected world crumbles around us, all because of one squashed insect. And let's not forget about the ethical implications. If time travel were readily available, wouldn't history become a free-for-all, with people constantly trying to rewrite the past to suit their own agendas? Would we end up in a chaotic loop of temporal revisions, forever altering the course of human events? But perhaps the most intriguing question is this: if time travel were possible, Wouldn't we have encountered time travelers from the future by now? Are they watching us from the shadows, observing our every move? Imagine this. You're enjoying a beautiful sunny day when suddenly the world is plunged into darkness. You look up, and to your horror, the sun is gone, vanished without a trace. Now, before you panic, let's break down the science of this cosmic disappearing act. First things first, it would take approximately 8 minutes for us to even realize the sun was gone. That's because light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to travel to Earth. So for those first few minutes, we'd be blissfully unaware of our impending doom. But once those 8 minutes were up, things would get real, fast. Without the sun's energy, our planet would rapidly cool down. Temperatures would plummet to unimaginable lows, reaching minus 100 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 73 degrees Celsius, within a matter of days. Oceans would freeze over, plants would wither and die, and the food chain would collapse entirely. But it's not just the cold we'd have to worry about. The sun's gravity is what keeps Earth in orbit. Without it, our planet would be flung out into the vast emptiness of space, becoming a rogue planet destined to wander the cosmos for all eternity. And what about us? Well, let's just say our chances of survival would be slim to none. Without sunlight, photosynthesis would cease, and with it our primary source of oxygen. And there you have it, folks. 5 mind-blowing what-if scenarios that prove the universe is far stranger and far more awesome than we could ever imagine. Which one blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this cosmic journey, and subscribe for more mind-expanding content. Until next time, keep looking up at the stars, keep asking those big questions, and never stop exploring the wonders of the universe. Keep those imaginations firing because the universe is full of endless possibilities. And who knows, maybe one day, we'll have the answers to some of these mind-bending what-ifs.